Welcome to West Whiteland Township, a thriving Chester County community and one of the best communities in which to live in Pennsylvania. This presentation tells the story of development in West Whiteland and explains our planning philosophy called Development by Design. Each community has its own unique identity, and in West Whiteland, when it comes to development, our geography has shaped our identity. Since the late 1600s, West Whiteland Township has been part of an important transportation corridor. Our railroads and highways made our township a crossroads. The Lincoln Highway, Route 30, has been a major thoroughfare since the early 1900s, when it became the first paved transcontinental motorway in the country. For more than 250 years, the intersection of Lincoln Highway and Pottstown Pike, also known as Route 100, has been a major crossroads of transportation and commerce. The Chester County Planning Commission has identified the Exton Crossroads as an important suburban center for the entire county, where growth should be directed. In West Whiteland, we have directed development around the crossroads of Route 100 and Route 30, and that will continue. This allows us to preserve the character of the surrounding residential neighborhoods. That concept dates to the early 1960s, when it was officially established in our comprehensive plan. It still remains a foundation of our Development by Design plan. West Whiteland has a great mix of mature residential neighborhoods built around a commercial center. But when the recession of 2008 hit, our stores and restaurants struggled, and we knew in order to maintain a thriving commercial district, we would need to add residential options to this center, the way cities and towns nationwide have done in order to revitalize. West Chester, Phoenixville, Skippack, and Ambler are all thriving because of centrally located residential options. Development by Design paved the way for apartments and townhomes here to support our businesses so they will continue to thrive. As we were planning, we saw the national and local shift in housing preferences. While many people continue to opt for a single-family home, an increasing number of both baby boomers and millennials are seeking out apartments, luxury apartments, with convenient access to a commercial district where they can shop, eat, walk, bike, and play. Millennials and baby boomers account for about 44% of the population in Chester County, and their preferences are leading to these new housing options. The township does not control the timing of the construction of these options. That's controlled by larger factors like demand for housing and low interest rates, as well as personal decisions by property owners to sell their properties to developers. We agree there has been a lot of construction at one time in Exton. Ideally, the pace of change would have been much slower. However, during the Great Recession, only 10 homes were built over 7 years in West Whiteland. With so much pent-up demand, a development boom in this part of Chester County was inevitable, and we planned for it. We also know that along with so much development comes concerns about traffic congestion, which is why we continue to plan to manage the flow of traffic and make significant road improvements. In fact, many of these improvements have been funded using impact fees paid by the developers of the new apartment complexes. As a crossroads community, we will always have traffic coming through our community, not just to the businesses and residential spaces in our township. One of our top priorities is managing that traffic flow. Under Development by Design, we've been continually making traffic improvements for years. Beyond Exton Crossroads, our township is filled with open space, parks, and mature landscape neighborhoods of single-family homes. Just since 2015, we've permanently preserved an additional 139 acres of open space. We maintain 11 parks covering more than 400 acres, and our own Exton Park is one of the largest municipal parks in Chester County. West Whiteland requires developers to incorporate open space into their design plans and/or pay open space fees that go toward improvements to our parks and other open spaces. That's why more than 20% of our township is permanently preserved open space. And unlike many communities where farmland and open space are turning into housing, the development in West Whiteland has largely been and will be redevelopment in areas that were already built on and paved. Among the benefits of redevelopment is attention to historic buildings. Since 2015, a dozen historic structures have been renovated through redevelopment. So why do people want to live in our community? Green spaces, mature neighborhoods, an excellent school system, a strong connection to our past through our historic buildings and preservation projects, and low taxes draw many to Exton and West Whiteland, along with convenience. Today, we're working to preserve what people love about living here while managing inevitable change and continuing to plan for the future. Residents here have easy access to a wide variety of restaurants, shops, and various forms of entertainment, including those beautiful green spaces and trails. We are committed to providing a variety of residential options that sustain our beautiful neighborhoods and support our local businesses. We feel we truly have the best of suburban and commercial district living. West Whiteland is always interested in hearing from our residents and business owners, and we've gathered a lot of great feedback during our planning processes and about our plans over the years, including the revitalization of the Lincoln Highway corridor and improvements to Exton Park. In 2019, we gathered public feedback on our bike and pedestrian plan, and in 2020, one of the projects from that plan was implemented, the connection of the path from the Exton train station to the Chester Valley Trail. We're starting a new planning cycle now, and we want to hear from you. Please spend some time on our website, see what we've done already, and sign up for our e-news. It's one of the best ways for us to reach you. We'll continue to gather your feedback, share information, our research and studies, and work together to make West Whiteland Township the very best it can be.